Good morning, my lords and the distinguished guests. I have immense pleasure in extending warm and hearty welcome to Honorable the Chief Justice of India, Honorable Sri Justice L. Nageshwar Rao Garu, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Sri Justice R. Subhash Reddy Garu, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Sri Justice M. Jagannatha Rao Garu, former Judge Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Sri Justice R. V. Ravindran Garu, former Judge Supreme Court of India. I welcome Honorable the Chief Justice, the High Court for the State of Telangana, and the Honorable Judges of the High Court. I also welcome Sri A. Indrakaran Reddy Garu, Honorable Minister for Law, and Sri K.T. Ramarao Garu, Honorable Minister for Information and Technology, State of Telangana. I welcome the Chief Secretary and all distinguished officials and guests. I request Honorable the Chief Justice of India to kindly adorn the chair on the dais, and I request the Registrar General to escort His Lordship and present a bouquet to His Lordship. I request Honorable Sri Justice L. Nageshwar Rao Garu to occupy the chair on the dais, and I request the Registrar Judicial to escort His Lordship to the dais and present a bouquet. I request Honorable Sri Justice R. Subhash Reddy Garu to adorn the seat on the dais, and I request the Registrar of Administration to escort His Lordship to the dais and present a bouquet. I request Honorable Sri Justice R. V. Ravindran Garu, former Judge Supreme Court of India, to occupy the seat on the dais, and I request the Registrar Vigilance to escort His Lordship to the dais and present a bouquet. I request Honorable the Chief Justice, High Court for the State of Telangana, to adorn the chair on the dais, and I request Registrar Information and Technology to escort Honorable Chief Justice to the dais and present a bouquet. I request Sri A. Indrakaran Reddy Garu, Honorable Minister for Law, to occupy the seat on the dais, and I request the Registrar Protocol to escort the Honorable Minister to the dais and present a bouquet. I request Sri K.T. Ramarao Garu, Honorable Minister for Information and Technology, to occupy the seat on the dais, and I request the Registrar Judicial to escort Honorable Minister to the dais and present a bouquet. I request Honorable the Chief Justice, High Court for the State of Telangana, to deliver welcome address.
Very good morning to all of you. Honorable the Chief Justice of India, Justice Ramanna, Justice Nageshwar Rao, Justice Subhash Reddy, Justice Ravindran, the Minister of Law and IT, Mr. Reddy and Mr. Rao, my colleagues, Justice Jagannath Rao, retired Judge of the Supreme Court, esteemed guests, it's a special day for us today. It is not too often that these defining moments take place, when the judiciary and the executive join hands to create a bridge. And this is a special bridge because it is a subject very close to the heart of the judiciary: alternate dispute resolution. And any platform that is created for promoting this object will always be close to us. Today is a day when the trust created for the Hyderabad International Arbitration and Mediation Center is going to be executed at the hands of Honorable the Chief Justice of India. I'm grateful that you could all spare your time on a busy but a really auspicious day to be here with us on this special occasion. Thank you. May I request Honorable the Chief Justice of India to execute the trust deed. It will be registered today itself. The registrar is here with us. So please do the honors. Thank you.
I request Sri K.T. Ramarao Garu, Honorable Minister for Information and Technology, to speak on the occasion.
గౌరవనీయులు భారత ప్రధాన న్యాయమూర్తి పెద్దలు జస్టిస్ ఎన్వి రమణ గారు, గౌరవనీయులు పెద్దలు జస్టిస్ లావు నాగేశ్వరరావు గారు, గౌరవనీయులు పెద్దలు జస్టిస్ ఆర్ సుభాష్ రెడ్డి గారు, గౌరవనీయులు పెద్దలు జస్టిస్ రవీంద్రన్ గారు, గౌరవనీయులు శ్రీమతి హిమా కోహ్లీ గారు, తెలంగాణ ప్రధాన న్యాయమూర్తి గారు, సహచర మంత్రివర్యులు న్యాయశాఖ మంత్రివర్యులు గౌరవనీయులు పెద్దలు ఇంద్రకరణ్ రెడ్డి గారు, అండ్ ఆల్ ద అదర్ డిస్టింగ్విష్డ్ గెస్ట్స్ అట్ ద గ్యాదరింగ్. delighted to be a part of this wonderful occasion where Hyderabad today becomes the first Indian city to have taken the lead on setting up an international arbitration and mediation center. It's a matter of pride, privilege and honor. The Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice N.V. Ramana Garu, in fact this was his brainchild. Sir, we are indebted to you, grateful to you forever for having thought of Hyderabad for this wonderful opportunity. నిజంగా ఇది మాకు గర్వకారణం సార్, ఎందుకంటే ఈరోజు ఇప్పుడే నేను చీఫ్ జస్టిస్ గారితో కూడా ఇప్పుడే అంటా ఉన్నాను, హిమా కోహ్లీ గారితో, ముగ్గురు న్యాయమూర్తులు సుప్రీంకోర్టులో తెలుగువారు ఈ సందర్భంగా కొలువు తీరిన వేళ హైదరాబాద్కి ఈ అవకాశం రావడం అనేది నిజంగా ఈ నగరం యొక్క అదృష్టం, గర్వకారణం అని చెప్పి కూడా హృదయపూర్వకంగా మీకు ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తూ, సార్, యాజ్ అ మినిస్టర్ ఆఫ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ అండ్ కామర్స్ అండ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ టెక్నాలజీ, I meet a lot of investors across the world. That's my job. When we go and meet investors, we talk about three things. We talk about ease of doing business. We also talk about all the incentives we offer. We talk about how the state of Telangana and particularly the city of Hyderabad is very conducive to doing business. So, but what I've learned in the last 7 years is, it is not just ease of entry into a state or a country. It's also ease of exit. ఎందుకంటే while we start off with the best of intentions when we start a new enterprise, and as part of that we offer many things, it's equally important that the cost of doing business and the quality of doing business are also taken very seriously by the state and the central governments. Now the cost of doing business will obviously increase significantly if there is no dispute redressal mechanism in place in case of a litigation. And what we are offering today through this International Center of Arbitration and Mediation is just that. I believe with India under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister and the state of Telangana under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister have really made a rapid progress in terms of attracting foreign direct investment and also attracting a lot of local investment as well. But what would make it really easy for all the business houses, for the industry captains, is if they get their disputes redressed very, very quickly in an amicable manner without having to actually, wait for several years in a court of law. So my compliments to you, sir, on this wonderful thought. మీరు సింగపూర్లో తర్వాత దుబాయ్లో ఈ జరుగుతున్న కార్యక్రమాలు చూసి భారతదేశంలో ఇట్లాంటిది ఎందుకు ఉండకూడదు అని మీరు ఆలోచించి మీ అంతటా మీరే చొరవ తీసుకొని గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారికి కూడా మీరు ప్రస్తావించి వారు వెంటనే మీ సూచనకు స్పందించి ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని ఏర్పాటు చేసినందుకు మళ్ళొకసారి హృదయపూర్వకంగా తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వం తరపున ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తూ, మరి ఈరోజు ఒక శుభ సందర్భాన, నిజానికి ఈరోజు మంచి ముహూర్తం సార్, అందుకే చాలా పెళ్ళిళ్ళు కూడా ఉన్నాయి. ఈ శుభ ముహూర్తంలో ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని చేస్తున్నందుకు మీకు ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తూ, అతి తొందరలోనే ఈ సెంటర్ ఫలవంతం కావాలని, తొందరలోనే మీ చేతుల మీదుగానే ప్రారంభోత్సవం జరగాలని, అది కూడా మరి అతి త్వరలో జరగాలని కోరుకుంటూ, దానికి తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వం పూర్తి స్థాయిలో వెన్నుదన్నుగా నిలుస్తుందని, పూర్తి సహకారం అందిస్తుందని మీ ఆదేశానుసారం తెలియజేస్తూ మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి హృదయపూర్వకంగా శుభాకాంక్షలు, ధన్యవాదాలు. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you very much, sir. I request Honorable Sri Justice L. Nageshwar Rao Garu, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to speak. I request Honorable Sri Justice R. Subhash Reddy Garu, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to speak on the occasion.
Honorable Chief Justice of India, other dignitaries on the dais, Justice Jagannath Rao Garu, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, all the honorable judges of the High Court of Telangana, other registry officials, dignitaries who are present here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very auspicious day today. All you know, at least in Telugu speaking states, a wonderful day, Varalakshmi Vratam day. And on this day, this great institution is taking up shape in the state of Telangana first time. I congratulate the Honorable Chief Justice to having this idea to set up this, because the entire country is now focusing on the city of Hyderabad. Wherever we discuss the development, Hyderabad comes first. That is the order of the day in the entire country. Entire country is focusing on the city of Hyderabad. So far this arbitration concept is concerned, because this is Ravindran is here, though with a laudable object, amendments are made to CPC by amending 89 of the CPC, all you know, but it has not given desired results. Not less than 100 times whenever I was addressing judicial officers, I was requesting them, don't read anything except AFCON judgment rendered by Justice Ravindran. It will give a complete picture how to make use of 89. Even then, there is no desired results. We know that how many cases are being referred to, and at this phase, very difficult to clear our lakhs of backlogs entire country, so also in the state of Telangana. On this momentous occasion, I congratulate every stakeholder in this. I wish this center to the best, and also thank the High Court of Andhra Pradesh noticing my presence in Hyderabad to invite this function, which I came from my family function. I also thank Honorable Chief Justice sending me invitation and also inviting me personally. I thank her and also congratulate her and wish her all the best to serve the nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Milad. I request Honorable Sri Justice L. Nageshwar Rao Garu, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to speak.
Justice N.V. Ramana, the Chief Justice of India, my colleague Justice Subhash Reddy, Justice Ravindran, the life member of this trust, Mr. Indrakaran Reddy, Honorable Minister for Law, and Mr. K.T. Ramarao, Honorable Minister for Municipal Administration and Industry, Justice Hima Kohli, Honorable Chief Justice of Telangana, respected Justice Jagannatha Rao, retired Judge of the Supreme Court, Judges of the High Court, representatives from the industry. Good morning. This is a solemn occasion for the start of a new era in arbitration, which is an alternate dispute resolution through an institutional mechanism in Hyderabad. Whenever we speak of arbitration, what comes to mind is normally ad hoc arbitration. And why arbitration is resorted to is to ensure that there is a speedy resolution of disputes, mainly commercial disputes. With the myriad problems we have in delay in disposal of cases and the cost involved in disputes in courts, alternate dispute resolution was one mechanism which has been in place for a long number of years. Even ad hoc arbitrations have been facing certain problems of delay and expense. That is why there is a thrust for institutional arbitrations. There was Justice Sri Krishna's commission, which was constituted of which Justice Ravindran was a member. There were suggestions that were made by the Sri Krishna Commission, which was accepted by the government, and amendment was made to the Arbitration Act in 2019. Though the Arbitration Council of India and the provisions connected thereto have not been notified till date, but in that report, the advantages of having an institutional arbitration have been highlighted. In the West, you would see almost 75% of the arbitrations done by only institutions, and that too accredited institutions. Only we have this problem of ad hoc arbitrations, though there are certain advantages of ad hoc arbitrations. In comparison to an institutional arbitration, ad hoc arbitrations have their own problems. The world over, there are 5 arbitration institutions which are renowned: London, Singapore, Hong Kong, Paris and Geneva. In Asia, Hong Kong and Singapore have been doing very well in resolution of disputes through their institutions. And even disputes of parties from India, if both the parties from India are also going to Singapore to get their disputes resolved through the Singapore International Arbitration Center. Ease of doing business and enforcement of contracts are very important factors for growth of economy. In the ease of doing business, the World Bank index shows that we have gone a few notches up from 160 to 60 during the past 6-7 years. But we are still lagging behind in enforcement of contracts. Enforcement of contracts is a problem not only outside court and even in court, for which this is not the place for any discussion. But this institution, which is going to be established with the active interest taken by the government, is going to stand in good stead for more investments coming in, for growth of industry in this fast growing city of Hyderabad and the state of Telangana. People enter into contracts. Initially, when they enter into contracts, they are alive to this situation as to whenever a problem is there, how is it going to be resolved? Is it going to be fast? Is it going to be inexpensive? And is it going to be at the hands of impartial arbitrators? The advantage of such a center being established here is that the arbitrators can be appointed from a panel that is there of the center. The panel would be of international arbitrators and arbitrators with experience not only from judiciary but from various specialized fields. There is party autonomy. Thereafter, the procedure will be monitored by the center. Timelines would be set for the arbitrators, including the fee of the arbitrators, which will be decided by the center. I am not very sure as to how we are going to frame the rules, but in certain institutions they even review the arbitrators' awards. That would be taking shape only when we frame the rules and bylaws. At this solemn occasion, I can only appreciate the effort of the Telangana government in taking forward the initiative that was proposed by the Chief Justice of India. And when he asked me to be a life member of this trust, I thought that this would be an onerous responsibility. Along with Justice Ravindran, we assure you that we will not spare any effort to ensure that this center would be a state-of-the-art facility and bring a good name not only for the state of Telangana but for the entire country. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord. Now, I request Honorable the Chief Justice of India to address the gathering.
Honorable Justice L. Nageshwar Rao, Honorable Justice Subhash Reddy, Honorable Justice Ravindran, Justice Jagannatha Garu, Honorable Chief Justice of Telangana High Court, Justice Hima Kohli, brother and sister judges, and Honorable Minister Sri K. Taraka Rama Rao, Minister for Industry, IT and Municipalities, Sri K. A. Indrakana Reddy, Minister for Law and Endowments, Mr. Somesh Kumar, Chief Secretary, Government of Telangana, Mr. Santosh Reddy, Law Secretary, Government of Telangana, Mr. J.S. Ranjan, Principal Secretary, Industry, representatives of various industries, that is, builders of the nations, Registrar General and Registrar of the High Court of Telangana, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today is another important and historical day in the history of Telangana as well as in the city of Hyderabad, In fact, I never thought that my dream will come true within a period of 3 months. Thanks to the Chief Minister of Telangana, Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao, as well as the Chief Minister of the High Court, Hima Kohli, and other officials to taking the steps to make my dream real. In the month of June, sometime I came to Hyderabad after taking as a Chief Justice. I mentioned to the Chief Justice that why don't you consider the proposal for setting of an international arbitration center in Hyderabad. Within no time, he responded and he sent a letter, a detailed letter, indicating the need for the international arbitration center on 30th June 21. And thereafter he sent his team of officers, Chief Secretary as well as Mr. Rajesh Ranjan as well as the Finance Secretary to Delhi, and we had twice a meeting. Thereafter I requested Brother Justice Nageshwara to accept this onerous responsibility, and he wants somebody has to be involved. I thought of a very important man in the field of internationally reputed arbitration, Justice Ravindran. But Justice Ravindran reluctantly agreed because it's a onerous job and he's a very busy and other issues are there. He can't travel frequently. That is the reason why initially he stated, but at our request he has accepted. I thank him wholeheartedly on behalf of the state of Telangana and for accepting our invitation and being a life trustee. So your presence will make all a lot for this institution. May to bless us. I want to say a few words. Initially, I remember in 2003, I was a judge of this court. There is a function at National University, Nalsa, and that time Chandrababu Naidu is the Chief Minister. The Chief Justice Sudarshan Reddy requested the government of Andhra Pradesh at that time to give some 10 acres of land for establishment of this international arbitration center. And Justice V.N. Kare is the Chief Justice at that point of time. So immediately the Chief Minister responded there, and he has given 10 acres of land next adjacent to the Nalsa and 25 crores of rupees money. Unfortunately, there is I don't want to say certain things, problem in the system of judiciary, it could not be materialized. I hope that that 10 acres of land is still with us, with High Court. And now anyhow, it's a history. Now we are going very fast. Now I request the government of Telangana, instead of you can take back that land and you can give some area near this financial district or somewhere, some extent of land. I don't demand 10 acres of land. But some acres of land you give, so at least we can have a independent building for this institution. Please bring it to the notice of the Honorable Chief Minister. In fact, 1995, when the economic reform started, you all know the father of the economic reforms in this country is none other than P.V. Narasimha Rao, Telangana Bidda. ఆయన నేతృత్వంలో భారతదేశంలో మొదటిసారిగా ఆర్థిక సంస్కరణ అనేటటువంటి మొదలైనవి. ఆయన 1995లో ఆర్థిక సంస్కరణ మొదలుపెట్టిన తర్వాత I remember that he requested the General Secretary Dr. P.C. Rao All the foreign investors requested only one thing. We are ready to invest, but they are afraid of your litigation. How many years the litigation takes place in India, we don't know. We are buying both properties as well as litigation, so they are very reluctant. So at that point of time, the Honorable Prime Minister initiated for a new law, 1996 Arbitration and Conciliation Act came into force. Thereafter, the momentum started for arbitration, conciliation, mediation procedures. The reason is industries or investors, either in India or foreign anybody, they want to have a easy of business. Doesn't want litigation. In case by any chance, unfortunately, if they involve in litigation, they expect that the litigation should be resolved peacefully, amicably, without expenses and without any time lag. So their investment must feel safe. I will give an example. In 2015, Government of India sent a delegation, Justice T.S. Thakur, Chief Justice of that time, and me, and Justice Dave, to Japan and Korea, and the invitation of industrialists of Japan and Korea. We travelled extensively both these countries, and wherever I think almost 8 places we addressed meeting with the industrialists. And everywhere, what is the first question they ask is, your laws are good, everything is good, how many years litigation takes place? So it is very difficult for us to answer that question. However, we ensured those industrialists that because of these arbitrations and mediations, the litigations is coming, the disputes are resolving expeditiously. Now, Brother Nageswara told 1926, I believe, first time in Paris, this arbitration center is started. Internationally, there are 4 or 5 places where the international arbitrations are flourishing. Now, recently, Dubai also started, but it has not taken up that big. And now, we have started this, expecting that this will take over and it will stand along with the other international arbitration center. With all your cooperation and support, particularly the representatives of the industry, I request you, please encourage this mediation, arbitration, conciliation center. It helps, it resolves your disputes. You need not go around the courts and spend time and money. And litigation, it is a very costly and more tedious and a time-consuming thing. And so I request especially the Chief Justice of Telangana, Hima Kohli, to request the media, these particular industrialist groups, all groups, and their elected body representatives to come and participate at this meeting. They will understand what is the scope of this international mediation center, how they can use it. This is the important thing. The Hyderabad importance. Now, as per the available statistics, financial year 2019 and 2020, the Hyderabad accounted for export of goods and services to the tune of $22 billion. State domestic products of Telangana stood $120 billion in the financial year 2019 and 20, with 12% growth year on year. India is going to be a very vibrant city, huge potentials for the further growth. So, that we are all very important destination and in the world because of the connectivity, geographically located place, the weather, otherwise the cultural as well as the food, etc. And eminent facilities for all the guests who are coming different parts of the world. In addition to this, the important thing is that when compared to the foreign currency, the amount which they spend in this country is very less. So it is another encouraging factor to the foreign investors or foreign people to come and participate in the international mediation and conciliation centers. The thing is that apart from that, the Telangana Chief Minister assured that he is going to provide, apart from this infrastructure and financial support, he promised us that he will take care and propagate this concept of mediation, arbitration and conciliation apart from the industrialist groups and investors, in the common man also. This is not a center where exclusively we will decide international arbitrations only. It will decide the domestic arbitrations, differences or disputes between local investors also. You know that majority of this is not a new it is not a new thing we innovated. You all know that Indian culture, we sort out all our mediation, all our disputes through mediation, negotiation and conciliation. Every day in our family we negotiate with our children, wife and brothers, friends and everybody. Mediation also takes between friends and family members also. This is in a larger scale that's all. And it is having efficient administration of resolving the dispute by a technically expert people, so not to create any future complications. There are clear rules. Quality of the arbitrators are international, excellence, arbitrators will participate. This is supervised by the very senior eminent people, and we have seen two live trustees before us, Justice Ravindran, Justice Nageshwar Rao, and we will shortly, I think they will co-opt some more trustees in the trust board. This is the reason why I request all of you to should participate in this arbitration movement to enable to resolve your disputes and strengthen the judiciary. And it is a burden. You know, once if you come to the court, how many years it takes, and it ends where hierarchy of courts from starting from civil courts to Supreme Court, how many years it takes place. So we have eminent arbitrators in this country. Some of the international arbitrators who are very world famous also willing to participate in this and in this arbitration center. So I request all of you to encourage, and I thank sincerely the government of Telangana and the Chief Minister of Telangana and Mr. K.T. Ramarao and Honorable Law Minister Indrakaran Reddy, Chief Secretary Somesh Kumar, Jayesh Ranjan and the Finance Secretary, and Justice Nageshwar Rao, Justice Ravindran, all of you for cooperating this movement. I hope shortly we will start the functioning of the center. I think they have identified place, and they are going to their layout and other things also, it is placed before us. So you can visit it, and you also can actively participate and give suggestions to the committee members who can take care of your suggestions. And I wish all success for this mediation and arbitration center. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Milord. Now, I profusely thank Honorable the Chief Justice of India, Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court, former Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court, Honorable the Chief Justice, High Court for the State of Telangana, Honorable Judges of the High Court, Honorable Ministers, and the distinguished guests for making the event a grand success. I request all the dignitaries and esteemed guests to join for the brunch.